Comedic relief is no new thing to anime. As a matter of fact, some of us love anime for just that. Today, we'll be diving into the top 10 funniest anime that'll leave you in stitches. Feel free to drop us some recommendations in the comments. Let's dive in. Number 10, Daily Lives of High School Boys. At number 10, we have Daily Lives of High School Boys, and this anime is just what you might expect going off the title. Only there's more. It's a slice of life comedy anime that fully leans into the boys will be boys sentiment. As you might have guessed, putting a ton of boys into the same dorm is a recipe for disaster. Comedic, but disaster still. The anime follows three friends, Tadakuni, Tabath, and Tanaka. Sometimes all you need is a trio, and the rest of the chaos writes itself. They get up to the weirdest of scenarios, and of course, the comedic trio do their best to get out of it. The anime mixes goofiness and some perverted jokes, if you can sit through an anime without a plot. Overall, Daily Lives of High School Boys is an anime that'll have you laughing almost the entire time. Number 9, One Punch Man, 2015. At number 9, we have One Punch Man. Alright, now hang on. You didn't click the wrong video. You're in the right place. If you haven't seen this anime, I highly recommend it. The story follows a goofy hero named Saitama, who cares more about flash sales than his status as a hero. Saitama took it upon himself to save those who can't save themselves, training until his hair fell off. No, that was not an expression. He actually trained until he went bald. What makes this anime such a delightful watch is how his personality contrasts everyone else's. Saitama just wants to live life at his own pace, compared to everyone else. The art style is also one of the things that makes this anime a contender when it comes to comedy. Saitama's unassuming features and character is what we see for most of the anime, except for the few times he actually gets serious. The show does have several serious points, but you've got to admit, there's something inherently hilarious about someone training till his hair falls off. Number 8, Nichijou, Daily Life, 2011. Next up, we have Nichijou at number 8, which directly translates to daily life in English. This is a slice of life anime about the shenanigans these high school students get up to with the townsfolk. Harmless, right? Wrong. Remember what I said about a comedic trio? The same applies here. These three goofy high school girls are as comedic as they come. The anime follows them as they get up to the most mischievous things. Fighting German deer. I don't even want to imagine how that happened. In this anime, there's also a child genius who created a robot that desires to join high school and make friends with normal people. I'm sure there's no way that could go wrong. It's not like we've seen that before. Nichijou appears cutesy, but on a deeper level, it's actually a chaotically comedic anime that'll leave you clutching your ribs at almost every scene. You thought I was going to say something twisted and dark, weren't you? Huh. Me too. But really, this anime is definitely something. How, you might wonder? Give it a watch and leave us feedback in the comments. It borders between ridiculousness and wholesomeness. It combines dark humor, silly comedic scenes with ethereal music that leaves you wondering what you just witnessed. Overall, Nichijou is high up the comedy scale. And if this is funny, stick around for what comes next, because they are even funnier. Number 7, Asobi Asobase. Coming up next is Asobi Asobase at number 7, and you are in for an absolute treat. Much like other comedic anime, this story follows 3 middle school kids. The deadpan Kasumi, who is bullied by her older sister. The sleazy, energetic foreign student, Olivia. And the group is never complete without the loudmouth, Hanako. If you thought this anime would be a sweet one from the trailers, you might be disappointed. The 3 students form a pastime club to pursue their hobbies, play games, and indulge in their creativity. It starts as a healthy idea, but quickly becomes a very terrible idea. The club evolves into a means for their risky schemes, sadistic thoughts, and perverse jokes. What makes Asobi Asobase funny is it is without a doubt one of the most ridiculously unnecessary comedies you can find. It's so funny that the neighbors might think you're crazy from all the laughs you'll be having. So try to keep it down. Masquerading as a normal comedy anime, the creators had such a blast turning very simple things into ridiculously funny scenes that are truly remarkable. This series hits the comedic nail on the head and is a genuine masterpiece. But the next one, well, I'll let you find out for yourself. Number 6, The Disastrous Life of Psyche K, 2016. At number 6, we have The Disastrous Life of Psyche K that follows Kazuo Psyche. Psyche was born with psychic powers. And although he tries very hard to keep his identity a secret from his high school peers, his everyday use of these powers makes it kind of a challenge sometimes. It doesn't help that he's constantly surrounded by meatheads that defy the laws of common sense, like Riki Nendao and Kaido. What makes this series such a golden watch is, well, even the pettiest situations, like a hair out of place, becomes the source of comedic gold. Psyche also casually breaks the fourth wall to convey his desire for a normal life. This is definitely a great watch. Number 5, The Devil is a Part-Timer, 2013. Moving on to number 5, we have The Devil is a Part-Timer. The title is already a dead giveaway, but imagine being the owner of an establishment where the devil works part-time. That would make your workshop literally hell. Get it? Okay, that was bad. Moving on. This series combines a hint of realism and ridiculousness. I mean, the title says it all. What happens when the devil takes a hiatus from hell? Well, more like being kicked out of hell to the present day by a rare spell. Now, stranded without his powers, he takes up a job at a local fast food restaurant. What makes this so funny is, as a part-timer, Satan is trying to rule the world, one customer at a time. It has its wonderful moments, and there are several comedic scenes. Number 4, My Dear Friend is Nootan. Moving up to number 4, we have My Dear Friend is Nootan. When I tell you that you're not ready for the surreal gag fest this comedy brings, I would like you to trust me. Have I ever led you wrong? Okay, you're thinking too much about it. The answer is no. It opens with a hilarious first episode, following an airheaded deer girl, Noko Shikanoko, and her pretty little Miss Perfect classmate, Tarako Koshi, who constantly gets dragged into Nokotan's silliness against her own will. This anime is a blast of never-ending gags and reality-bending humor. A must-watch if you're looking for insane comedic content. Number 3, Prison School, 2015. And up next at number 3, we have Prison School. Now, you're probably wondering where the irony is, because a school is technically a prison. They don't let you leave until you serve your time. But stay with me here. It's a lot different from the image you have in your head. 5 young boys enroll in what used to be an all-girls school after they changed their policies, thinking they're about to have the time of their lives with a 200-girl ratio to 1 boy. But that is the furthest from what is about to befall these poor, unsuspecting boys. The show starts off for the boys as a disaster because, well, they can barely talk to girls. They make the decision to peep into the girls' bath, like any rational young man would. When the suspicion lands on them, they are sent to an underground detention facility where the story unfolds. Prison School is testosterone if it was animated. And it was. The boys try their best to get out, but end up committing more atrocious acts. The show is, in one word, hilarious! Number 2, Konosuba, 2016. Moving on to our number 2 for this list, we have Konosuba. Very few anime actually do it the way Konosuba does, making it one of a kind. After dying and getting reincarnated, Kazuma is met by the goddess Aqua, who just wants to send him off and be on her way. Konosuba treads on a lot of isekai tropes, but with a dash of comedic relief. It creates a lot of hysterically satisfying moments with its very inept main character. The anime does nothing to disguise itself as the comedic relief that it is. The show isn't supposed to be taken seriously, as it gives us comedy stemming from the shady nature of Kazuma. While his party members are no better, with Darkness being a masochist and Megumi being an arsonist, the party is in horrible hands. Konosuba is definitely a rib-cracking experience. Number 1, Gintama, 2006. And finally, at number 1, we have Gintama! Gintama is a sci-fi battle shonen comedy anime, which already in itself is a contrast. The story follows Gintoki, a former samurai turned lazy bum who works odd jobs with Kagura and Shinpachi. The combined effort of these three creates the most chaotically hilarious piece of comedy ever witnessed. They get up to no good, from fighting space pirates to evil aliens, and even the police. Yeah, there's no way that's gonna end well. But they try. Their antics create a never-ending, action-packed sci-fi comedy. And there you have it for today's video. Be sure to like, subscribe, and let us know in the comments. What is the funniest anime you've ever seen? Don't forget to check out our other videos. Until next time, nerds.